What's up, Amazon sellers? If you are just starting out on Amazon and wondering what tools you should be using to get selling, well, don't worry, today we're going to talk about exactly that. I'm going to share with you my 7 top tools that are going to help you out along your Amazon journey, getting started selling on Amazon. Stay tuned. If you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and quite simply, I have been selling on Amazon now for 4 years. Right now, I'm on a mission to do £1 million by the end of 2021. And what I'll do is I'll drop a link to a video up there. You can see all my journey. I literally write down what I think I'm going to do, and then I report my profits and my sales every single quarter. You can see that up there in that video. Enough about me, let's get into the content today. So as part of the 7 tools that I'm going to go through, I've broken them down into sections just to make it easier for you to understand. So number 1, I'm going to share some top tools about how to check if your suppliers are legitimate suppliers to make sure that you're spending your money with the right people. Number 2, I'm going to share some top tools for faster Amazon product sourcing to speed up your process. Number 3, I'm going to share some top tools for calculating and checking your profits on Amazon. Number 4, I'm going to share about how to check the Amazon sales history of the product, maximize revenues or maximize spend and make more money on Amazon. So let's get started now. Top tool number 1, coffee. Always love coffee. So that leads me quite nicely on to talking about how, or the tools to check if a supplier is legit. Now, first things first, tool number 1. This is called Whois Lookup. Now, quite simply, these are Whois, which is a free search provider online. What they do is quite simply, they give you information about domains. So let's say, for example, www.FastTrackFBA.com. You can search the domain name on there and see when it was created and how old it is. Now, why is this important? Because if maybe you're on a new website and you're not sure if it's legit, you can have a quick look at Whois Lookup and see how old that domain is. Generally speaking, the older the domain, generally the more legitimate it is. If it's recently been made in the last couple of weeks or even months, it's a brand new store, so there might be a warning, a red flag to say, don't buy from the store. Now, that leads me quite nicely on to top tool number 2, and that is Trustpilot. Now, this is an online directory or database of websites which have customer reviews. They're all about creating open and honest and transparent customer reviews about certain websites. Now, quite simply, why is this good for you? Well, quite simply, if you are on a new supplier, maybe you've done the Whois Lookup already and you're still not sure, going onto something like Trustpilot, typing in, maybe it'd be like google.com or a supplier that you're looking at, searching that within the Trustpilot website, that's going to allow you to see, has it got any reviews from other people who've used it, but also as well, what are those reviews saying? Are they positive? Are they negative? Is this site legitimate? Should you be spending your money with it? Now we're going to go through some tools which are going to help speed up your ability to find deals. Let's go through them now. This leads me on to number 3, Amazon Right Click. Now, quite simply, this is a Chrome extension whereby you can highlight any bit of text onto a web page, right mouse click and search it within Amazon directly. The very nature of what we do is finding a product in the supplier, finding the same product in Amazon and seeing if we can buy it low, sell it high on Amazon to make money. Just that process of finding the same product from the supplier in Amazon is time consuming, and Amazon Right Click is going to really help you out with that. Just speed up that process and get it much quicker for you. So the next tool I'll talk about, tool number 4, is quite simply something called Amazon DS Quick View. Now, quite simply, this is another Chrome extension that you put onto your browser. And what does it do? Whenever you go onto Amazon and you search for something, the initial result you'll get will always be the search result. You don't go into the individual product, but you get the search result itself. Now, whenever you see that search page, what's going to happen is Amazon DS Quick View will basically just add some extra information into each search result. i.e. it's going to tell you the ASIN, it's going to tell you the rank, and it's going to tell you if Amazon is on the listing and how many sellers there are. Now, the reason why this is really important and really helpful is because probably when you're looking, you might not want to compete versus Amazon. So to save you having to go into each individual listing to see if Amazon's on it, this just shows you Amazon on the listing. No, skip that one, skip that one. Oh, this one, no Amazon, I'll look at that one. And also as well, it's going to show you the sales rank before you go into it. And in addition to that, how much competition you have as well, Maybe you're looking for something with a few competition or a few other sellers, but also not too much. Amazon DS Quick View is just going to speed up that process for you. But we now get into the next point. How do we know if those deals we are finding are profitable? Well, quite simply, this leads me very nicely on to tool number 5, the Amazon FBA Revenue Calculator. Now, quite simply, this is a free tool provided by Amazon themselves. This is a website that you go to and you can quite simply load up the ASIN, find the product that you want, put in your buy and sell price, and it's going to tell you all the fees that you've got associated with that, and it's going to tell you your profit and your margin. Now, this is a great free resource to getting started, and it really helps. But the one thing I would say is if you are selling within the EU, it doesn't include things like VAT, value-added tax, which will be added onto the sale price. So just be very mindful of that. But we really like it. It's a great way to just start getting started, and it's free as well, like all the tools we've talked about so far. Now, this leads us on to tool number 6. This is an Amazon calculator. Now, there are lots and lots of tools out there, but which tool do we predominantly use within FastTrackFBA? Well, quite simply, that is FBA Multi-Tool. Now, quite simply, this is a Chrome extension add-on that will do lots of checks for you and speed up that deal analysis process. This is things such as, am I eligible to sell that product? Is it a hazardous product, i.e. can I sell it on using the Amazon FBA shipment program? It will also allow you to put in your buy price, sell price really simply, but it'll work out your not only your profits, including the correct taxes and also your correct fees, but also as well, it's going to tell you what your margin and ROI is and break-even price. It will even give you things like sales estimations, to give you a good understanding of how well this product is selling. Now, these tools really speed you up, and we use FBA Multi-Tool pretty much in our business. And also now we've talked through about tools in understanding and calculating the profits really well or faster. My top tool number 7 is about understanding what's gone on with that product in the past. Why? Because if you can understand what's happened in the past, you can make a very, very good prediction about what's going to happen in the future. Now, my top tool number 7 is Keeper. Keeper is an amazing tool which collects data across all of the products in the Amazon marketplaces, and it will display it back to you. Now, again, this is another Google Chrome extension that you can put onto your web browser, and it's going to give you a nice graph overlaying of the historical data of that product. Now, it's really in depth. It gives you so much information, such as the buy box price over time, the FBA price over time, the new price over time, the sales rank, which is an indication of sales per month. Also as well, it tells you the number of sellers. It's got so much information in the actual product. And why is it important? Well, because quite simply, if you know what's happened in the past, you can make a very good estimation of what's going to happen in the future. I talked about it in my FBA Multi-Tool explainer video, the link that I gave. Quite simply, I talked through exactly how I use it, in what order and what steps. Why? Because I've found that by doing it in that step, that workflow, produces the quickest result in the most efficient amount of time. Okay, so that is pretty much it from me today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and also you're going to be notified when my next video comes out. But for me, Thomas Parkinson at FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.